Going back to what I said, we all agreed that if I have the book of God on a shelf and I ignore it, nothing can be more stupid than that. So in that case, please tell me why each one of us that sits here tonight in a room, almost every hour of our life, do the exact opposite of what the books say to do. Please explain to me why. Everybody keeps Shabbat? No. Everyone is honest in a business? No. Everyone appreciate everything that people do for you? No. Everyone pray 3 times a day to God and tell them how much we appreciate Him and how much He's doing for us and ask Him for what we need? No. Everyone watch carefully what they eat and what they don't eat? No. Everyone is very good husband to their wife or very good wife to their husband? No. Everyone gives his life for his children and teach them Torah? No. Everyone put his children in yeshivot and teach them what God wants them to learn instead of the nonsense in public school? No. Everyone is clean from drugs? No. Everyone is clean from gambling? No. Everyone is clean from alcohol? No. Everyone is clean from cigarettes and all kinds of other nonsense? No. Should I continue? I have another million things to say. And every one of the things that I will say, each one of the people that sits here is guilty of. But there's only one problem. If when we die, we become sand. You die, you go to the ground, and that's it. The worms eat us up, and nothing is left. I wouldn't come here tonight. I wouldn't waste my time, and I would not waste your time. Why do I have to waste your time? Anyway, life is short. What's 50, what's 70, what's 90 years? It's a blink of the eye. You die, you become sand, and it's all over. Some of us will enjoy this world. So some of us will suffer in this world. But since it's so short, why wasting time try to make you open up your eyes? I would not waste your time, and definitely not waste my time driving 2 hours to get here and 2 hours to go back. I would not do it. So why did I do it? Why am I doing it for 24 years every night almost? Why? Because it's a super emergency situation. Super emergency. You see, in life here, you can do a lot of crimes and get away with that. The police didn't see. There's no witnesses. The judge in a court like you. You bribed him. You have a good lawyer. All kinds of tricks. Most of the criminals in this world are not even getting caught from what they're doing. There's a lot of drug dealers, 20, 30 years, they're not caught. There are murderers who still walk free. There are people who do horrible things and kill our children and do all kinds of things, molest them, pedophile. And there are serial killer. He already killed 60 people, 40 years, and nobody knows who he is. He can be even a judge in a court or a lawyer. Nobody even suspects it. It's a mental issue. There are so many criminals around us, you have no idea what's going on in this world. There are so much cheating in relationship, in marriage, on Facebook, on Twitter, on WhatsApp. You have no idea what's going on. Pornographic material almost in every block in the world. Taking advantage on women, kidnapping women, putting them in places, make them prostitute, married women that they never see their children. Millions of them, the Russian mafia, all kinds of Mexican cartels. They kidnap women, they promise them to come work here in babysitting. They're going to get thousands of dollars a month. It's a lot of money in their country. They say, I'm going to work 6 months and bring a lot of money home. As soon as they get here, they take their passport, lock them in a basement somewhere with bars. 20 years, they don't come out of there. All day they're being raped. Millions of women. And these people walk and they drive fancy Bentleys and everything looks like there's no justice and everyone, just be clever not to be caught. So the point is like this. In this world, many people choose crime because they think it's a shortcut to become powerful and rich. Yes, many criminals ended up in jail for the rest of their life or in death sentence. It's also happened. But they know the chance not to get caught is higher than to get caught. That's why I want to take my chances. I want to be rich, age 22, have millions of dollars and drive a fancy car and have women like garbage. But when it comes to the divine law, the laws of God, nobody can run away even from one small crime. Not even one. Everything is recorded, everything is filmed, and every little crime, not to talk about big crimes, we all going to pay for. You cannot run even for one. The moment we will die, we will have 1 year trial in front of God. That's why we say Kaddish for 1 year. When someone died, why you say Kaddish 1 year? Why not 1 month? 1 month is enough, Rabbi. All year to come to the synagogue 3 times a day, say Kaddish for my father? It's too much. Why 1 year? Why not 5 years? Why not all my life? Why only 1 year? 12 months. Why? Because 12 months your father is in a trial in Shamayim, and the Satan, which is an angel, he brings all the bad things he did in his life. One and the next one, from the time he was bar mitzvah until the time he died. So if he died 83 and he started from bar mitzvah, 70 years of sins and crime. Every time he ate not kosher, they spoke about it and they say what to do about this. Every time he lied, every time he stole, every time he broke Shabbat, every time he started the car, every time he pressed the gas, every time he put the blinker on. Each transaction is a new crime. It's not a general trial for every little thing you did. And each good thing that you did in your life, also. You gave money to a poor person, that's also in your trial. You help 2 people to get married, it's also in your trial. You do all kinds of good things. You pray here and there, you put tefillin every day. Whatever you do good and whatever you do bad, it's all going to be displayed on a screen. Your grandfather will see you, his father, all the way to Moshe Rabbeinu. You're going to get the shock of your life. You right now Mechalel Shabbat and you behave 100% like a goy. When you die, in your trial, all your family will come, even those you don't know. Then you can find out that you are grandson of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, or Rabbi Akiva, or Moshe Rabbeinu, or Aaron HaKohen, or all these names that we read about them in the Torah, or David HaMelech. Imagine King David come to you. Hi, Alex. How are you? Who are you? I'm King David. I'm your grandfather. You shamed me. We give our life for God and for the truth. Look at you, worse than a goy. Killing people, stealing, raping, lying all day. Don't say one time in your life, thank you to God. After all what he did for you, what are you going to do? Now it's too late to fix. That's why I'm here tonight. And you see, I knew that today not that many people would come. Baruch Hashem, a lot of people came. I'm surprised even from the amount that came. But when Alex told me at least 100 people will come, I was smiling to myself. I say, when you're going to make your birthday party, you're going to tell 100 people to come, 500 people will come. But when you make a lecture and you're going to tell 100 people to come, 40 people come. And that's a very big achievement, 40. Why to the birthday party 500 people? Even those who are not invited with beg, let me in. They will all come. Friends will bring the friend, everyone. All of a sudden you see someone didn't see 20 years. Oh, I heard you're making a party. You're not inviting me? Okay, come in. But why to Shiur Torah, almost nobody wants to come, and those who come, just come to say hi and run away, some of them. Why is it like this? First, many people know if I will hear what this rabbi have to say, I won't be able to enjoy my sins anymore. It's going to make me feel bad. Let me not find out. That's one reason. It's like me. I'm afraid to go to the doctor. My wife say, you have to go to annual checkup. I say, I'm afraid maybe my cholesterol went up. I put some few extra weight in the last year. Who knows, Chas v'Shalom is fine, something I don't want to hear about. I keep pushing it away. Why? People are dumb. Instead of running to find out the truth, they run away from it. But what is the problem? If, God forbid, I have heart issues, let's say you need balloon, to open it, and I can go and do it 1, 2, 3 in 1 hour and be like brand new. It open up the heart, you feel better, you're not tired. Just because I was afraid to go to the doctor and waited and waited and waited, what's going to be the consequences, God forbid? You get all of a sudden a heart attack. When you get a heart attack, sometimes you die. And if you didn't die, you are in a hospital or out of the job for 6 months. And if you have a business, you go bankrupt. Because if you 6 months don't work, you're done. And then you have hundreds of thousands of dollars medical bill. Why did it happen to you? Because you are stupid. If you went to the doctor when you felt a little bit fatigued, when you have a little symptom, right away, doctor, check. Blood pressure, check the heart, check. Maybe cancer just started. When it starts, 1, 2, 3, they can take it out. You waited, now it's all over the body. You have 2 weeks to live. It's already in the brain. There's nothing you can do. Most of the people die because they didn't go and check. Most of the people wait until they have root canal in a tooth. When they have a little pain, they don't run to the doctor. Or they don't go every 6 months to the dentist to check the teeth. When will they go? When one time they ate something cold, oh wow, the pain killed me. Now, Habibi, $3,000. Root canal, suffering, crown, and it will never be the same. But if you went before, little feeling, $100, and you're done. That's what life is all about. Mistakes that you make later on will cost big time. You had the ticket now, $35 by the meter. You don't pay it, 2 months later it's 120. Fee, this, that. You put the car in a place in Manhattan you're not supposed to. You come back half an hour later, they tow it, hundreds of dollars, go search for your car, they made you damage in a car, go fight with the city. Why? One thing leads to another. But all of that is nonsense. Like I say, we're going to be here 40 years, 50, 60, 70. That's not so important. I want to go to the next level. When you read in the Torah what's going to be the end of someone that doesn't keep Shabbat, you can get a heart attack from fear. When you read what God said that's going to happen to Jews that do not keep Shabbat. Did you know that the punishment for not keeping Shabbat is a bigger punishment than to kill? Did you know that? If you murdered someone, you get a very big punishment. But if you break Shabbat, you light a cigarette on Shabbat, or you start the car on Shabbat, the Torah say clearly, not me, the book of God, that someone that breaks Shabbat is worse in my eyes than someone that actually killed people. Did you know that or no? Who knew that? Raise his hand. One person knew it. Probably you found out from me, right? Not from me? Was anybody else crazy that willing to say it in a lecture? Okay, very good. So now I want to tell you something else. Who think is crazy what I just said? Who think is crazy? Crazy. I said now something, it's a bomb, it's an atomic bomb. If I tell you now, I'll give you $100,000, my friend has a little cute baby, I want you to go and kill that baby. Take him, drown him in a jacuzzi, 100,000 cash I give you. Not only you won't do it, you won't look at me ever again for the rest of your life. You spit in my face, get out of my house, I don't want to see you ever again. Right or wrong? Fair. 100% I agree with you. But if I tell you, go get my car across the street, here is the key. Bring the car here on Shabbat. You won't spit at my face. You won't even feel anything bad about it. You go and drive the car and bring it on Shabbat. Because you drive your own car. Now, if I come and say to you, did you know that what you just did, driving the car, is much worse than what I offered you before? I once had a Bukharian barber. I should have just said barber. You all know it's Bukharian, but the Bukharian has monopoly on all the barber shops of America. So, you know, this Bukharian guy, I told him, you shomer Shabbat? He said, no. I said, what do you do? He said, I'm a barber. I say, you work on Shabbat? He said, yes. How much you make? 100, 120 a day. Working for someone on Shabbat. I said to him, I have a much better job for you. So what? You can make $20,000 a day. He said, what? He said, I have a list of people I hate. I'm going to give you a gun with a silencer, and I'm going to tell you exactly where to find these people in a place that nobody will ever catch you. Don't worry. No police, no cameras, no nothing. No witnesses, no nothing. Every one of them, you shoot, 20,000 suitcase full of cash. You do 5 a day, 100,000 a day I pay you. Rabbi, come on, I'm not in a mood for jokes. You here to make fun at me? I say, absolutely not. I really have such a list. And I need you. Come do it. I'll pay you a lot of money. What's $100 a day? He said, Rabbi, do I look to you like a murderer? I said, no. So why are you offering me such a job? Go to someone. Why are you coming to me? I say to him, that's exactly the point. I'm willing to give you so much money, and I'm saving you. Right now you're doing something that is a lot worse than to kill. You're cutting hair. So cutting hair and kill is the same thing? I say, no, cutting hair is worse than killing. He said, why? I say, because in the Torah it says there are 39 things you're not allowed to do on Shabbat. And one of them is you cannot cut anything from a source of energy. You cannot cut a fruit from the tree. You cannot cut the branch from the tree. You cannot pull a plant from the ground. You cannot cut your nails. You cannot cut your hair. Everything that sucks his life from something, you cannot cut it on Shabbat. Don't ask me why now. We're not here in yeshiva to learn the laws of Shabbat. I just want you to understand. The Torah says, everyone who breaks Shabbat has a death penalty. Younger in this life, you're supposed to live to 90, you die 70. You're supposed to live to 75, you die 65. Your life becomes shorter, and you die for the next life, which is the biggest punishment. To die here, no, not the end of the world. After all, this world is not a picnic anyway. The problem begins after we die. After we come to stand in front of God, and He declares us as big criminals because we are Mechalel Shabbat. Do you know what's the meaning of the word Mechalel Shabbat? Did you ever hear this word Mechalel Shabbat? What's Mechalel means? Mechalel. From what word it comes? Huh? From the day Chol. Yom Chol. Shabbat for him is a regular weekday. The Torah says Shabbat is holy, but he makes Shabbat not holy. So I say that it's holy, and you say, be quiet, it's not holy. That's why you're worse than a murderer for me. Because why a murderer kill? Someone had a fight with him, someone stole his wife, someone hurt his kid, someone stole his money, he lost his mind and he killed him. Gave him some punches, broke his head. 2 minutes later he feel bad. What did I do? I'm so stupid. Why did I do it? Why I'm so angry? He didn't really want to do it. Most of the time it's a fight. And then you feel very bad about it. But when you every week go against me, I give you oxygen, you use it against me. I give you money, you use it against me. I give you home, you use it against me. I gave you a wife, you use her against me. I give you car, you drive it on Shabbat when I say not to do it. I give you electric, stove, everything, you use it against me. You cook on Shabbat, you turn the fire on, you have television, you turn it on, you press all kinds of electronic and electric. All these things I say not to do on Shabbat. It's written in the Torah, Mechalel Shabbat mot yumat. Mot in this world will be put to death. In the old days when we had Bet HaMikdash, the temple, we had the court, Sanhedrin, 71 judges. If they caught someone that is Mechalel Shabbat, 2 witnesses, they gave him a warning. If they catch him doing the same thing again, it's execution by stoning. It's death penalty by stoning. What do you think? Do you know what stoning means? They throw you away from a mountain, and if you're still alive, people throw rocks at your head and you die. That's what the Torah says. Now I want to relax you. They never killed anyone. It's written in the Torah to kill the Mechalelei Shabbat. But the rabbis never executed anyone. Why? Because they always look for contradiction between the witnesses to let him go. Because they knew God is going to do it to him anyway. Why should we kill him? The rabbi did everything they can not to kill him. But the fact that God said that this is what you deserve if you break Shabbat, that has to be a very big red light for you if you're smart. If the one that gives me life, oxygen, wife, children, money, health, everything in my life is in his hand. If he say that I'm worse than a murderer, if he say that I'm worse than an animal, how can I ever live with myself like this, that I'm such a traitor? I get oxygen for free all my life, I use it against him. I get money, use it against him. He gave me brain, I use it against him. He gave me hands, I use it against him. He gave me wife, I use my relationship with her against his rules. He gave me children, I put them in a public school with the Goyim. They all grew up like non-Jews. They don't believe in God, they don't recognize God, some of them are gays. It's all my fault, why I don't listen to him. So every minute of my life, I make him angry. 70 years like this. And then I come to the rabbi, Rabbi, why my life is so hard? My children don't talk to me. My wife this, she ran away. My partners, my business is bad. I have problem. My kidney doesn't work. I have this, I have surgery. Pray for me, Rabbi. No, what is the rabbi going to say? Everything that happened to you is nothing compared to what you deserve. It's not even 1% of what you deserve. You got a little bit here and there. You lost a little bit in a deal. You're already crying about God. If I'm going to list to you all your crimes against him in one day, you'll begin to cry like a baby and say, I'm so sorry. How can I even open my mouth? You gave me so much, and I gave you in return nothing. I'm such an ungrateful person. That's really the truth. Why none of you feel like this? Because you never read the Torah once in your life. If you would read the Torah, how upset God becomes when a Jewish person marries a non-Jew, or when a Jewish person breaks Shabbat, or when a Jewish person watches dirty movies, or when a Jewish person steals from his brother and make him upset, or when his Jewish brother speak bad about people all day, Lashon Hara, and destroy their life, or when a Jewish person put his children to learn with the Goyim, with Ahmed and Bruce Lee and Fatma in the same class in a public school, and they become more Goyim than Jews, and they don't believe in anything, and they themselves, every day of their life is a crime, it makes God very upset. But still, he does not touch us most of the time. He wait. What? The Satan say, how do you let this Jew live? Everything is against you. I'm waiting for him to come back to me. It's written in the Torah. You can be the biggest criminal in history. The biggest. And you can still come back to Hashem, ask to forgive you, change your bad way, start to keep Shabbat, start to eat kosher, start to listen to the CDs in the car, and learn more and more things. Start to do business honestly. Do all kinds of changes in your life. Your wife dress more modest. You put your children in a good yeshiva to learn some Torah. Once you're starting to change the way you live, and you ask for Hashem to forgive you, you'll be very surprised how much mercy He will have on you.